3 months ago, someone started stealing my packages. At first, I thought it was just bad luck. Maybe the delivery driver left it at the wrong door. Maybe a random thief grabbed it off the porch. But when it happened again and again and again, I realized something terrifying. Someone in my own apartment building was watching my deliveries, and they were stealing them the moment they arrived. I didn't know who it was, but eventually, I found out. And when I did, I decided to set the most satisfying trap of my life. I live in a fairly normal apartment complex. Nothing fancy, just a 3-story building with about 20 units. The kind of place where everyone mostly keeps to themselves. You say hello in the hallway, maybe hold the door for someone, but that's about it. I'd lived there for 2 years without any problems. Until one Tuesday afternoon. I had ordered a pair of headphones online. Nothing crazy expensive, but still around $150. According to the delivery notification, the package was delivered at 2:14 p.m. I got home from work at 6, and when I checked my porch, the box was gone. At first I assumed the driver delivered it to the wrong apartment, so I knocked on a few neighbors' doors. No one had it. The leasing office checked the delivery confirmation photo, and sure enough, the package had been placed right in front of my door. But when I got home, it was gone. Someone had taken it. Honestly, porch theft isn't exactly rare. People call them porch pirates. So I figured it was probably some random thief walking through the complex. Annoying, but not the end of the world. I reported the package missing and the company sent a replacement. Problem solved. Or so I thought. 2 weeks later, it happened again. This time it was a box of kitchen supplies. Again, the delivery notification said delivered. Again, the confirmation photo showed it sitting outside my door. And again, when I got home, the package had vanished. Now I was irritated. 2 stolen packages in a month? That felt weird. But still, I assumed it was some random thief. Maybe someone who followed delivery trucks. I complained to the leasing office. They said they'd keep an eye out. But there wasn't much they could do. No cameras in the hallways. No security patrols. Just a quiet apartment building. Then the 3rd package disappeared. And that's when something started to feel very wrong. Because this one vanished fast. The delivery notification came at 3:08 p.m. I happened to be working from home that day, so I walked to the door almost immediately. Maybe 2 minutes later, the package was already gone. 2 minutes. That meant someone had grabbed it almost instantly, which raised a very disturbing question. How could a random thief know the exact moment my package arrived? Unless they were watching. After that, I started paying attention. Every time a delivery truck pulled into the parking lot, I checked through my window. Most days nothing happened, but a few times I noticed something interesting. Whenever deliveries arrived, one of my neighbors would step outside. His name was Derek. He lived in the unit across the hall, mid-30s, always wearing a baseball cap. Friendly enough when you passed him in the hallway, but something about him always felt off. And suddenly, a pattern started forming. Every time a package was delivered, Derek somehow appeared nearby. The 4th theft confirmed my suspicion. This time I ordered something cheap, just a $20 phone charger, and I decided to test something. When the delivery notification arrived, I didn't go to the door immediately. Instead, I waited, and I watched through the peephole. About 30 seconds later, Derek's apartment door slowly opened. He stepped into the hallway, looked both directions, then casually walked toward my door. My heart started pounding, because I already knew what he was about to do. He bent down, picked up the package, and walked straight back into his apartment. Just like that. No hesitation. No fear. Like he'd done it 100 times before. I couldn't believe it. My own neighbor had been stealing my deliveries. My first instinct was to bang on his door and confront him. But I stopped myself, because I didn't have proof. Sure, I saw him take the package. But without video evidence, he could easily deny it. And honestly, I didn't want an awkward war with the guy living across the hall. So instead, I decided something better. If Derek wanted to steal my packages, fine, I would give him one. But this one would be special, because inside that box was going to be a trap he'd never forget. I started researching ways to catch porch thieves, and that's when I discovered something fascinating. People online had created bait packages, boxes designed specifically to catch thieves in the act. Some used GPS trackers, some used cameras, some even used glitter bombs. And suddenly, I had an idea. If Derek wanted to steal my deliveries, I'd make sure the next one was unforgettable. The moment I realized Derek was the one stealing my packages, I stopped feeling angry. Instead, I started feeling excited. Because if he was dumb enough to keep stealing from the same person over and over again, then catching him would be easy. But I didn't just want to catch him. I wanted proof. Clear, undeniable proof. The kind of proof that would make it impossible for him to lie his way out of it. So I started planning. The trap had to do 3 things. Record him stealing the package. Track exactly where the package went. Embarrass him enough that he would never try it again. And I knew exactly how to do it. The first thing I bought was a small hidden camera. It was tiny, about the size of a USB stick, but it recorded in high definition and had motion detection. I mounted it inside a fake smoke detector directly above my apartment door. From that angle, the camera could clearly see anyone standing in front of my door, including Derek. Now if he tried to steal another package, I'd have video evidence. Next, I ordered a small GPS tracker, the kind people use to track luggage or lost items. It connected to my phone and showed the exact location of whatever it was attached to. If Derek stole the package again, I would literally be able to watch the box move into his apartment, which meant he wouldn't be able to deny anything. Now came the fun part, the bait package. I ordered a large cardboard box and filled it with random junk to give it some weight. But on top of the junk, I placed something special. A small device designed to release a cloud of bright blue powder when the lid was opened. Completely harmless, but impossible to clean off quickly. The moment Derek opened the box, the powder would explode everywhere. His hands, his clothes, probably his face too. And since the powder was bright blue, he wouldn't be able to hide it. 2 days later, everything was ready. I ordered a random item online and set the delivery address to my apartment. Then I waited and waited. Finally, at 2:37 p.m., my phone buzzed. Your package has been delivered. Game time. I opened the tracking app. The GPS tracker inside the box was active, and the camera above my door was recording. Now all I had to do was wait. About 30 seconds after the delivery notification, Derek's door opened, just like before. He stepped into the hallway and looked around. Left, right, making sure no one was watching. Except this time, I was watching everything through the camera on my phone. He walked over to my door, picked up the box, and smiled. Actually smiled, like he'd just found free money. Then he carried the package straight back into his apartment and closed the door. My phone screen showed the GPS tracker moving just a few feet away, into the unit across the hall, exactly where I expected. Now came the best part. I waited. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then, boom, not an explosion, but a loud popping sound from across the hallway, followed by Derek shouting, "What the?" I burst out laughing, because I knew exactly what had just happened. He had opened the box, and the blue powder had done its job. I waited another minute. Then I stepped into the hallway and knocked on Derek's door. There was a long pause. Then the door slowly opened, and the moment I saw him, I almost lost it. Derek's hands were completely blue. His shirt was covered in blue powder. There was even some in his hair. He looked like he'd been attacked by a paint factory, and the expression on his face, pure panic. "What do you want?" he snapped. I held up my phone. On the screen was the camera footage. Crystal clear. Derek walking over, picking up my package, and stealing it. His face went pale. "You've been stealing my deliveries for months," I said calmly. He immediately tried to deny it. "I don't know what you're talking about." So I showed him the GPS tracker, which was still showing the package inside his apartment. Then I played the video. His entire theft, from start to finish. The hallway went completely silent. He realized he had no way out. At that point, Derek started begging. Literally begging. "Please don't report this," he said. "I'll pay you back." But I had already decided what to do, because this wasn't just one stolen package. It was months of theft. So I told him something simple. "I'm taking this video to the leasing office and the police." The look on his face was priceless. The leasing office reviewed the footage, and they weren't happy. Apparently, several other tenants had reported missing packages over the past few months, which meant Derek hadn't just been stealing from me. He'd been stealing from everyone. 2 days later, he was evicted, and when the police got involved, things got even worse for him. Because the video evidence made the case incredibly easy. A week later, The hallway outside my apartment was completely quiet again. No more missing packages. No more suspicious neighbors. And every delivery arrived exactly where it was supposed to, right outside my door. Sometimes the best revenge is simply catching someone in the act and letting them destroy their own life. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more crazy real-life stories just like this. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done if your neighbor kept stealing your packages? Would you confront them immediately? Or set a trap just like I did? Your comments might even be featured in the next video. And if you have your own unbelievable story, feel free to share it below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.